Hi dear students, today we will do the revision of chapter 2 from section B, the factors promoting nationalism and the formation of Indian National Congress. The first thing you have to study the meaning of nationalism. What is the meaning of nationalism? The meaning of nationalism in simple words it is patriotism, love for one's own country. A true nationalist is ready to sacrifice his life for the liberation of one's own country. In this chapter we will see mainly about the contributions of press and socio-religious reformers in promoting nationalism and the foundation of Indian National Congress. First we will see about the role of press. When you write the role of press, the thing that you have to notice is that you should mention some of the important newspapers which promoted nationalism and patriotism among Indians. So in page number 85, some of the newspapers, the list of newspapers given. So you have to study at least 2 or 3 newspapers name and their role in promoting nationalism among Indians. And the role of press, it is very easy, and as you see there in page number 85, they used to criticize the British policies and urged Indians to work for the national welfare, the country's welfare. And it also enabled the Indian nationalists to exchange their views with the other nationalists. So you may please go through the role of press given in page number 85. And the next important point, it is the socio-religious reformers, especially the contributions of Rajaram Mohan Roy and Jyotiba Phule. When you study the contributions of Rajaram Mohan Roy or Jyotiba Phule, there you must study the contributions. There are some works, and if they have found some society, you have to mention that one. If they have written some important books, then that you have to study. It is not necessary that you have to mention their educational qualification and everything, but what all are the contributions of these two, and it is given clearly there in the PDF that I have attached in your class notes section on C-Soft software. As contributions you can write about their association they have made, or the newspapers they established, or the things they had done for the society. First we will see about Rajaram Mohan Roy, page number 87. There easily we can find that he established Brahma Samaj. He started to publish a weekly named Samved Kaumudi, and he actively worked for the abolishment of Sati and all the social evils that were prevailing in Indian society. Coming to Jyotiba Phule, the same way you can write about Jyotiba Phule also, his contribution, like the books he published, the society he found like Satyashodak Samaj, or the newspaper he introduced, or such a kind of contribution. What all are the things they had done to the society that you have to mention clearly when it is question is asked about Jyotiba Phule or Rajaram Mohan Roy. The next important point that you have to learn from this chapter, it is the forerunners of the Indian National Congress, or otherwise it is known as precursors of the Indian National Congress. There are 3 forerunners: the East India Association, the Indian Association, and the third one, Indian National Conference. Here you have to study the date and the name of the person who established the different association. And coming to the birth of Indian National Congress, especially you have to mention one name, that is A.O. Hume. He is the father of Indian National Congress and he is the founder of Indian National Congress. In simple word, if the question is asked about the birth of Indian National Congress, you can answer that A.O. Hume founded the Indian National Congress in 1885 under the presidency of Umesh Chandra Banerjee in 1885. There are certain immediate objectives of the Congress that is very important, and the first 2 sessions of the Indian National Congress with the president's name you should study. So these all are the important things that you have to study from this chapter. First one, the role of press and socio-religious reformers like Rajaram Mohan Roy and Jyotiba Phule in promoting nationalism among Indians. And the second point that you have to study from this chapter, it is the forerunners or the foundation of the Indian National Congress. Under the foundation of Indian National Congress, you have to study the forerunners of the Indian National Congress, then birth of Indian National Congress, objectives of Indian National Congress, and finally the first two sessions of Indian National Congress. Hope that it is clear to you. You may please go through the chapter, and if there is any doubts, you can ask me. Thank you. Have a nice day.